Welcome back to the Teaching and Learning. This is Abdul Ghafoor. I hope you are doing well. Today is another lesson about the pedagogy, and it's not only about the pedagogy; it's about all the teachers, who work on daily basis and go into the classroom and planning and expecting to change the students' behavior. Yes, guys, this is about the ABCD of the learning objectives. That how you have to design the concise, precise, and use an impactable learning objectives to change the students' behavior. Before going to the lesson, okay, if you want to get the complete pedagogy pack and ECD pedagogy pack, okay, there will be the description, contact detail is given. It's an offer just 480 for till June. If you're assistant teachers, okay, and you want to get the complete course for us, that will be ready till March. If you want to book first, okay, just confirm it, okay. We'll be providing all these resources for the upcoming test, okay. Let's move to the lesson of the ABCD learning objectives, okay. I believe and entering into the classroom without lesson plan, that means a soldier without gun in the war. Lesson plan, which is the most important and element of your teaching, and when you uh, design and plan what to do and how to execute your learning target in the classroom, there should be specific, measurable, and achievable learning objectives. This model has been given by, I'll give you the introduction about it. Robert Hench, along with his colleagues Michael Molinda James and his Dearsil and Sharon and Semelendo, developed the ABCD learning objectives and published in the textbook in 2001, which is the instructional technology and media for the learning. So when you are designing the learning objectives, there should be four components, which is A, B, C, D, and every component and element has a different function of it. If these four elements are not included in your lesson plan, that means your lesson learning objectives needs to be modified. Okay. In maybe in pedagogy, they ask you about this model. So you should know what is these uh, four elements stands for and who has designed. Okay. So we'll be discussing in this video each and every element in the detail and keep designing your learning objectives accordingly. Let's go for first audience. Audience that represents the learner type. There are certain questions that who are you teaching? Okay. When you enter the classroom or you're designing the lesson plan, that what type of the learner is or who he or she is. It's grade 8, grade 9, 7, 3, ECD, higher education, university students. Okay. What are their current knowledge? Okay. What are you expecting? Because we take the Bestman test for that and we analyze the current status of the knowledge and what type of the learner he or she is. In which language you are going to teach, that's really important, okay, in order to reduce the communication gap and make your lesson plan more interesting and interactive. How can you best meet this need group of the when you focus on these learning objectives designing, okay, that how you have to achieve this one, this should be according to your Bloom's taxonomy. For example, that when you're designing the learning objectives, your focus should be on it. Okay. So you are not going to mention the grade 9 students in every lesson plan or every learning objectives, but your level of the learning outcomes or objectives should be accordingly. Okay. For example, the grade 9 students will be able to. This is so you should not write the grade 9 students, okay? It's already from taken from the book on a text, okay? But their level and standards should be. If you're teaching grade 9 students as a grade 6 standards, that means your audience and your learning objectives are not aligned. Okay? Second, the grade 9 special students will be able to do. So changed we took two audience as a model for example for to explain you the ABCD of the learning objectives. So you can see they are completely different each other, and they have a different expectations, their learning styles, and their learning need. Okay, so audience defines that whom you are going to teach and what level they are. Second, behavior. At what behavior you are going to change, or what behaviors you are expecting that the end of the session, and at the end of the sessions they have to demonstrate. Okay, what knowledge or skills must be they leave with. Okay, when you finish your sessions, okay, what they have learned and what you are expecting that they have to be able to do these things. Okay, but it should be very precise, concise, and measurable. Okay, for example, if you are just writing to understand, to know, so understanding is not measurable, it's quite an extensive. Okay, to know, it's not measurable, so you have to be very specific. When you are using the Bloom's taxonomy, you have to take a very clear, concise, and precise action verb from the Bloom's taxonomy. For example, design solar system model. They're very clear, precise, they have to design it. Okay, second, list the pros and cons of the using devices. Okay, they have to be very clear what they have to do. List pros and cons. Okay, so first you have to identify who are your audience. Second, what behavior you want to change. Okay, what skills you want to change. Okay, what you are expecting to demonstrate at the end of the session. So two components has been done. Let's move to the third one, which is the condition. In which condition a learner has to perform. Identify the condition under which learner has to demonstrate must knowledge. Okay, at the end of the session, will learner have to recite this new knowledge from the memory, or they will have access to tools or resources such as software, graphs, references. Okay, so there should be other resources. If you are expecting that at the end of the students, this learner has to design the model or list the pros and cons, you have to at least provide the supplies, ads. Okay, resources. Okay, so for example, using thermocol foil colors, the grade 9 students will be able to design a solar system model. Okay, now first your audience are grade 9. What behavior you are expecting at the end of the session? They have to design a solar model. What conditions you are providing? You have providing the using thermocol foil colors and other resources what they are needed. Okay, secondly, the grade 9 students, special students, they have to list the pros and cons. So grade 9 special students, your audience, they have to list pros and cons, which is the behavior you want to expect, you want to change. What resources or condition you are providing using computers, tablets, and phone. So you are providing this technology in order to list the pros and cons. Now, the third one is the degree. At what degree, to what extent you are expecting that they have to learn these things. Okay, so this is the measure and degree of the performance. Okay, because if you're not specifying the degree of, that will be quite extensive and that will not be a measurable. Let's see, the last element of this model address the measurable statements. You will assess your students performance. Think carefully about how they will have to use information in their role, teacher, peer, or observation. So when they are demonstrating this information or the city, they should be very clear that we have a learn and we can easily explain that what are the pros and cons, and the design of the model. Okay, how you assess your students' knowledge in the training class or in your teaching class reflect how they will be measured after they leave. Okay, now the fourth component you can see I have a coined in both learning objective. Using thermocol foil colors is the condition. Grade 9 students will be able to, that's your audience, design solar systems model, which is your behavior, to show the position and rotation of the planet. To what degree level you are measuring them, that when they will be designing the solar model, they will show the position of the planet and rotation of the planets. Now, second objective, using computer tablets, that's your condition. Grade 9s are your audience. List pros and cons, that is your behavior, and give solution to avoid access to unwanted content. This is the degree and performance you are. So when you are providing them learning atmosphere, you are expecting from them to give the solution that how they can or students can avoid to access the unwanted or inappropriate content which might distract, has an impact on their social life or their learning. They might be changed. Okay, so again, these four components has been embedded into the, or element has been embedded into the learning objectives. So when you design learning objectives, your focus should be whom you are going to teach, what you are going to teach should be specific. Okay, provide them resources. Okay, and to be specified what they have to do exactly, that should be the measurable. I'm sure this lesson is quite useful, and when you plan or design the lesson plan, you must focus on the ABCD of learning objective model. This will help you a lot and it will make your life easier. If you want to more videos like that, okay, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share it. If you think videos are useful, please drop a comment. That will be really nice to us. We'll be meeting in the next lesson. Till that, stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.